this cute, adorable beanie. I don't know, maybe gloves or a scarf. Anyway, I mean, it's ridiculous price, and everything's still guaranteed delivery. Gloves. Okay, so excited. The only thing I'm not terribly excited about right now is that I'm not allowed to eat this.
I know, it's torture.
My grandma's out of Boston, 150-year-old recipe, the best, moistest, did I say best, coffee cake in the world. And there's not a day that goes by that several of these are not in our garage freezer, just waiting for the moment. Like recently with my mom living with us, she's obsessed. So I've thawed and had the whole house eating these for the past month straight, and there's no holiday we're celebrating yet. But when it does get to holiday season, this is single-handedly what we serve on Christmas morning. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a new offer. My grandma's, the 3-pounder. They have smaller ones. No one wants the smaller one. This is a great bill to ship to, and for sure, I am obsessed. It's a 3-pound coffee cake. By the way, there are flavors. They're all gonna ship for free. By the way, you don't need a knife. I famously, when I'm at my house, will just pull pieces apart. It's so moist that you actually can take a piece of the cake. Allow me to illustrate. Court, you can take a piece of the cake, you can roll it into a ball, and it becomes dough. Please, feast thy eyes.
I'm like in a trance watching
please,
this.
Come in close. This is a dough ball, fully baked, but now it is so moist that I have turned it back into dough. Okay, now here we go, that I've made a mess. Your choices before our guest. Their #1 signature, kind of original, is right here. Well, it's not the #1 original, but it is a true beloved favorite, banana walnut. Next to that is chocolate chip with
please.
walnut. Yes, and thank you. Thank you. Back here, Red Sox Hall of Famer Ted Williams loved it so much that they named it after him. And if you or they like chocolate, this starts out as breakfast and later can become dessert.
Wow.
But I'm gonna tell you, this is my favorite one. It's New England blueberry. It's the best. I could eat half of this right now. You don't have to warm it. You don't have to toast it. You can do a lot of fancy things with it, but I am telling you, this stuff will change your life. It will make you totally reconsider the meaning of life when it comes to food. So now you can get it shipped now, highly recommend it, or the 14th, so that means you're not storing it until you're about a week out from Christmas. Here's Marie-Louise Ludwig, who knows it's hard for me to zip it so I can introduce her because I love this so much. She started also here about 20 years ago on QVC as a guest, and it was her first time, right? This night, year 2000, you debuted probably Nervous Wreck on QVC. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Bella, May, and I are celebrating, and I can't think of a better cake than one of these delicious 4-pounders from my grandma, Shawnee. You always give us such a great introduction. We love your passion. Everyone loves these cakes.
All right, so you got to explain the #1 thing that is so iconic to these cakes. Forget like the toppings that I will sometimes just graze the top of the cake and pick off the like flaky cinnamon sugar and then just suck on those. But tell me how you guys hand pour, small batch, but somehow produce a cake that is this moist.
Listen, we have a 150-year-old recipe. That is the key. And this recipe is still made the same way today, the way Bob's grandma made it 150 years ago. By the way, those are fruit cakes from Beatrice. And we love those as well, but that's not us.
Oh, yeah, no, wrong video, guys. Wrong video. We will look into that. But yes, Boston, Massachusetts, small batch.
Small batch, just the freshest ingredients. You've got farm fresh eggs. You've got that pure Madagascar bourbon vanilla. You have to use that expensive stuff to round it all off. The secret to the moistness in our cake is a pure, dense, cultured sour cream. Not the stuff you get at the supermarket. It's the stuff that floats to the top of the cream bottle that you could probably get a
stick it in my
spoon
fingers.
stuck in it.
It's so
it's
good.
stirred into every batch, 100 cakes at a time. Our cakes are kosher. There's no water in our cakes, so they'll freeze for 365 days if they last that long.
By the way, look at the size of the chunks of walnut chocolate. Oh my gosh. Chocolate chip has walnuts. Banana has walnuts and like a cinnamon sugar crumb topping. Ted Williams, obviously big chocolate lover. It's like triple hot fudge with chocolate chips and walnuts. And the only one that doesn't have...
It's brownie in a cake.
It's brownie in a cake. And then the only one that is nut-free is indeed my favorite New England blueberry. I mean, it's unbelievable what you guys do. And I should remind everybody.
It's those Mariani walnuts from California. They are super fresh and crunchy. By the way, the blueberry that you love, Sean, those New England blueberries are marinated in maple syrup.
Okay, two ship weeks.
Just a nice little edge to it.
2 ship weeks. Now, 3 pounds or later, so that you're not storing it until you're really quite up there on the precipice of Christmas. 12/14. Build 2, ship 2, amazing. Comes like this. Auto delivery, highly recommend. Not joking. This is one of my top 2 favorite food items at QVC.
Thank you.
You guys are the best. You're also like a kind of a small batch, still fairly kind of hand poured. And so as a result, you are not, nationally speaking, in every possible store and freezer section. And so it is a delight. And I know you want to show some pieces on your end because I have fully mutilated all of my 3-pounders by touching and flaking and just oogling over all of them.
Well, if I may, I actually have the banana walnut in my hand right now. What makes us different is our flavors are real. So I know you can't eat it, but if you pop your nose into it and take a whiff, you can smell that real banana puree in that. You can see the signature streusel all the way through. Then we go down to the blueberries. As I said, the New England blueberries, plump and juicy, but also marinated in just a little bit of maple syrup. No nuts in that cake. The only one tonight that doesn't have nuts in it. The Ted Williams cake, that Red Sox All-Star. Chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. You've got cocoa, dark cocoa in there. You've got semi-sweet chips and you've got dark chocolate. And then the chocolate chip has got semi-sweet chocolates and the walnuts all the way through. Something for everybody.
Real quick, how many people will a 3-pounder feed?
Oh, well over 25 people, depending on your slices. Or you.
Yeah, my house, 2. Well over 1,000 ordered. The auto delivery is really popular. Thank you, Marie Louise, and happy anniversary.
Thanks, love to everybody.
By the way, when we have these coffee cakes at our house, Joe literally gives me dirty looks because he is powerless in the face of those coffee cakes. All right, Quartz.